Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, wherever you are in the world. This is REGANELITE here. It's a very nice morning here. It's around about the time of this recording, around about just coming up to 9 o'clock in the morning. Just came back a couple of days ago from several days ago now. Came back from a little mini holiday and spent the weekend with some family and whatnot. We're just out just on top of one of the large hills here in the park. So what are we talking about today, guys? So something I really has been wanting to talk about is truth, lies, opinions, that kind of thing. Because yeah, it just came down from a massive hill, in case you were wondering. Yeah, that big hill. Yeah, they have that here. What is truth, guys? Truth is really is truth really, like, what do we define what is true and what is not? Now, is it like a 100% factual, no objection, nothing like that? Like, how do we know the difference between that? That's the question. Just give me 1 second. Morning. Oh, go on, I won't harm you.
Come with me, that's it.
Just ignore me. I'm no trouble to you. Always get the fair share of interesting animals, shall we say? But truth is really what we define our own truth, isn't it? A truth is basically what I believe is to be true, what you believe to be true, what someone else believes to be it. It's what we see ourselves as. But just because I believe something is true doesn't make it true, does it? It's how we it's just what we trains, I tell you. It's what we kind of analyze in our heads and kind of come to our own conclusions on what we define as what we feel that is absolutely true. Like, let's just say, for example, what I'm in now. I'm in, like, the vast majority, like this, for example, this is brown to me. Like, but somebody may say, well, they might be partially colorblind and see it as different. So that's their version of their truth, sort of thing. I just see a noise. I saw all the lots of little parakeets that are up and about. They're very noisy in this forest. Little green ones. We used to have some actually swing by the house actually where we live, but they don't come much as like they used to. But because this is a massive forest, it's easy for them to get food and all that kind of stuff. But what is the truth is what we define it ourselves to be. And so hence comes forth the lies. But when you hear lies, are they intentional lies or unintentional lies? Because we don't always think that when you hear a lie, it's a case of deliberate. Now, obviously, if you put it in the context of what's been happening in the United Kingdom with regards to the current British government, the Conservative Party, you would say they're a sack of liars. And they have been proven to be a sack of liars on every single aspect of the level. However, there'll be people out there who generally think that they're not lying and that they're telling you the truth or spinning a sort of truth to you. And it's not good at all. Because then it leads down this path of misinformation, down this route of not actually knowing what is truth and what is not. You come into what happens is that when you are in belief of something, it makes it true no matter what anyone else tells you to. Let's take there's lots of conspiracy theories out there, aren't there? You know, there are people out there who generally believe that the earth is flat, for example. There are people out there who think that COVID-19 was a deliberate bioweapon by mankind? Honestly, we don't know. There are people out there who think climate change isn't real, even though there have been countless instances across the world reported by experts, journalists, showing otherwise. So why do people choose not to believe a majority of people when they say that this is the truth? Is it because that their opinions and their reality is not being listened to? Is it because of what's going on with their lives, and perhaps what's going in their minds, what's going on with them that's affected them, and that people don't care or listen to what their opinions or their views are? So they take the assumption that, well, if people don't listen to me, why should I listen to me and my views? Why should I listen to yours, sort of thing? The thing is that the hardest thing that I think we as a species, us humans, we have a hard time accepting when we're wrong. Nobody likes to be proven wrong. People don't like it. You know, when people are proven out to be wrong or whatever, the hardest thing is accepting it and saying, you know what, my bad, I'm sorry, you know, take it back and all that kind of stuff. It's hard for people to do that. You know, I remember, you know, there's many times in my life where I've been on the wrong side of things. I've even shared some of those things with you guys, where I've gone too far, or I've said things that I shouldn't have said, or I've done things I shouldn't have done. But it's owning up to those mistakes and accepting that you've made those mistakes. But there are people who have done that and they just don't care, and they just choose not to care, to be honest, do they? So, hello. So, lies, the deceit, misleading, misinformation, to try and confuse you and take advantage of you. Because of the time in the morning, guys, there's a lot more trains running. So you're going to hear a lot more of it, unfortunately. And it's you know, sometimes when I'm speaking my mind, I really don't know quite how to dilute and dissect what I'm talking about. Is lying necessary in life? I think sometimes it is, actually. If you tell a lie that actually benefits someone, is that a good thing? And what I mean is that sometimes we don't always tell people the truth on something because we're trying to protect them, or that we are trying to look after them. So sometimes we don't always be honest and truthful sometimes with people, not because we don't care, but because we're trying to protect them from something. But that is that is a lie. But is that a good thing? Should we always be open, honest and truthful about who we are and what we do? I think sometimes you should always try to keep, there's nothing wrong with being a bit truthful and honest, but I think sometimes also you should keep your cards close to your chest as well about things. And we form opinions and thoughts of our own and trying to share them across other people. You see, when I started the channel, I honestly wasn't sure kind of the concept I was going with. So we'll just run it back a little bit. So obviously the way it works is that I look at some articles or stories or whatever, and I read them, and I give my opinions and thoughts on it. And then you guys, if you want to, in the comments, give your thoughts and opinions. And then we can have agree to disagree. Unfortunately, a lot of people that do have disagreeable with me, rather than being constructive criticism, it's just outright insults or not coming across with any logical information. So just give me 1 second. So everyone is different. So in that regard, but not everybody. But if you're gonna like make a comment on a channel or a video, you need to put some thought into it. So this is actually a good time to bring this up, right? So if you guys didn't see, there was a video by Van Man Talks. I think he's done one either I think it was last week or something. It was about his opinion on smoking, the ban on smoking sort of thing. And I'm pretty much in almost full agreement with him about smoking ban, and I think it's unnecessary. And my comparison was to making it comparable to alcohol, like saying that, oh, if we're going to ban smoking because it's bad for your health and that, well then why are we not banning alcohol because it's bad for your health? And my argument is that to some people, to smokers, it is a stress reliever and it is a pleasure. And straight away, and I put this false in, I was one of the first people to comment in his video, and straight away people were attacking me because they're saying it's not a pleasure and it's not a stress reliever. And I'm like, I literally know people who smoke for that. There are literally people out there who smoke for that. So how do you know that? Have you asked every single smoker on the planet? Like, I just made a very factual point there. But because they don't like my opinion, instead of trying to be constructive, they just point out, no, you're wrong. And I'm like, no, I'm not wrong, because I know people. So when people are challenged with the truth, sometimes they just don't want to hear it. The freight trains. I wasn't expecting freight trains at this time. People don't want to hear the truth sometimes. People hate being proven wrong. And hell, even I've been proven wrong. I'm not going to BS people. Of course I've been proven wrong, and I've said it here. You know, but some people you just can't win with. What do you guys think about truth, lies, and opinions? What are your thoughts on it? Because, you know, we all have our own opinions, and we have our own perceptions of what we believe is truth, what is facts, what is a lie, and what is not. What are your thoughts on it? Let me know down in the comments below, guys. I think I've rambled on a bit too much on this one, to be fair. And I haven't quite dissected my thoughts on it. But, yeah, take care, guys, and I hope to catch you all very, very soon.